I was ready to fire my employee, Rachel, after she messed up our biggest client's order for the third time that month. She had been working at my small bakery in Portland for 6 months, and while she was pleasant, her incompetence was costing me money. On July 15th, I had to personally deliver a replacement order to the client, a wedding planner, and I was furious. When I got back to the bakery, I called Rachel into my office to discuss her future. She looked nervous, fidgeting with her apron strings. I told her about the latest mistake and said I was considering letting her go. Rachel just nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. "And here is where it gets worse," she started to explain, but I cut her off, not wanting to hear it. "If you think that was bad, wait until part two. Follow now." Quick recap. In part one, everything fell apart. Now here is what happened next. I was still fuming when Rachel started to talk, but she persisted, saying she had something important to share. I reluctantly let her continue. She told me that her mom had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer a month ago, and she was the primary caregiver. Rachel's voice cracked as she explained that her mom's condition had been deteriorating rapidly, and she was struggling to balance work and caring for her mom. I was taken aback, feeling a pang of guilt for not noticing anything out of the ordinary. I asked her why she hadn't said anything, and she said she didn't want to be seen as weak or unreliable. I felt a wave of empathy wash over me, and my anger began to dissipate. Part 3 is where it gets crazy. Follow now. If you are just joining, go back to part 2 first. You need the context. As Rachel continued to open up, I learned that her mom's condition had taken a turn for the worse just before the last big order. She had been up all night at the hospital and had come straight to work, exhausted. I realized that I had been so focused on the business that I hadn't considered the human side of things. I felt ashamed of how I had treated Rachel. I told her that I was sorry and that I wasn't going to fire her. Instead, I offered her some time off to care for her mom and adjusted her schedule to make things more manageable. Rachel broke down in tears, thanking me profusely. Part 4 is where it gets crazy. Follow now. Welcome back. Last time, things took a turn. Now it gets worse. It's been a few weeks since our conversation, and Rachel has been doing much better. She's still a bit shaken, but she's more focused, and her work has improved significantly. I've also made some changes to our staffing to ensure that employees can take care of personal matters without fear of being let go. I know this sounds crazy, but I feel like I've learned more about being a good boss from Rachel's struggles than from any business course. I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm glad I didn't fire her. Looking back, I should have known that there was more to the story. So yeah, that happened. If you have been through something similar, you are not alone. Follow for more.